And if you guys couldn't tell, we just hit up the sleep dealer with this vibey track.
It's vibey.
It is vibey.
It's nice.
And
it got a little loud there.
It did get a little loud. I don't remember that. I don't remember that part. But if you're listening, thanks for listening, and we love that you're listening.
Yeah. Welcome back to what?
There you go. And in this episode, we took the opportunity to just kind of dive into our sponsors.
Give them a little shout out.
Yeah, they deserve the light.
Yeah, we need to explain also to everybody that, especially for the new people, because I know we got a lot of new listeners recently. So they don't know about half of what we're talking about. So, well, about the sponsors at least. So
yeah, and that
give that a little explanation.
Yeah, and this is the first podcast that we've done with just me and Moose for. It's been a little bit. Been a minute. So in this episode, we just kind of rambled on about a bunch of different things. We stumbled up on FGL and Nickelback mashup comparisons. Yeah, so
if you got that mashup, send it in, boy.
Please. And there was some audio talk sprinkled in and throughout the podcast, which is
a little nerdy. We always talking nerdy about it.
Might be some more of that. Yeah, we got a breather here. Let's let it. Come on. Yeah, Sleep Dealer always hitting us up. But yeah, there might be some more of that sprinkled in now that I'm, picking up on more audio stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Dusty's a little smart in the studio. He's
getting there.
Wizard,
getting there. Yeah. So we also, kind of went in depth of how our new jobs are going.
Yeah, keeping you updated with that.
Yeah,
we're both having fun in life. Like, life's better now.
Life's so much better.
Not that it was horrible before, but I tell you what, when I had the 9 to 5 that I had before, horrible could have been used on some days.
Yeah.
And
then we, talked about some upcoming shows in the area.
Yeah, if you're in the Murfreesboro area, there are some shows coming up.
Yeah, so
aside from
go to the events page on Facebook.
DJing every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be throwing that out more too. We weren't doing the podcast as heavy
when you were DJing heavy.
A lot. Yeah. So maybe now.
So yeah, right here, let's plug this. Yeah. If you guys need any of the DJ services, if you need any services rendered, hit up Moose.
What I'm saying.
He also has Moose merch.
Oh, dude, I don't know if the podcast. Yeah, they are. I think.
What?
Yeah, the samples are recording. I didn't know if I had them recording or not.
Oh yeah,
I know I had them playing.
We good.
Swag, boy.
And then we kind of ended this podcast on streaming services. We just kind of dabbed into what, and it's just techie stuff too.
Yeah. Little new stuff that's coming about. In the and also the question of just imagine 10 years from now or 5 years from now, dude, it's gonna be nuts. Like, especially the VR and all that shit coming out now.
Crazy.
I mean, you saw the AI where you can. That's what they would call artificial intelligence. That you put a piece of furniture or something into your house on the Amazon app, and it's like you pick an item that you want to put in there in your house and see how it looks. So you put your camera up with your phone and then put the item on in your house.
Crazy.
See what it looked like.
Crazy.
Fucking nuts.
So yeah, just ride along with us into the future. And
thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us on Little Rest Big Fest.
What I'm saying.
Boy, I said, boy.
This is.
What's up, boy?
This is.
Little wrist, big foot.
Kicking my shoes off, dog.
Yeah.
Woo! We got some new samples on there.
New samples, and now we have it set up to where we both can play around, so you'll probably be hearing those just a little bit more.
Probably a little bit more randomly, too.
Frequently, randomly, sporadically.
What we got? Pumper. Strong body.
Strong body. Speaking of strong body, we'll go ahead and start this episode out with just, giving thanks to our sponsors. New sponsor.
Shout out
to
Little wrist, big
Strong Body.
Strong body.
For sponsoring
Little wrist, big foot.
And also Amp Entertainment for sponsoring.
Little wrist, big foot.
And also Shaw Audio for sponsoring.
Little wrist, big foot. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dude, that's going to get real fun real fast.
Oh, yeah.
And we got who else on? The little Drake action.
Damn, can I get that Dropbox link?
And if you're wanting to do anything
Risque.
just talk to Stryker. He can.
Can we share this water, Moose?
Austin.
Young Gravy on the track.
Got that one back. But
Yes.
yeah, speaking of our sponsors, I think it'd probably be, I don't know, good idea to, I don't know, we could start
A little bit with.
Strong body. We explain, usually I feel like we talked about recently, we don't explain who our sponsors are, and we'll start doing that more at the beginning of the episodes probably, just each episode. It's just kind of a thing that would be nice to do because not everybody listens to every episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and some people are like, what the hell is Strong Body? You know, what the hell is Amp Entertainment? We got to let them know what the hell it is, you know?
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
So, last episode or the episode before last episode, we talked about Strong Body.
Yeah.
And I went pretty in depth, but it's a local nutrition store where I get all my sups. And
it's in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
And any health and wellness needs, I would say that's where I go.
Yeah, so if you're trying to get your nutrition on,
head over to Strong Body.
yeah, I mean, because everybody can use a strong body.
They make you protein shakes, pre-workout shakes. That's probably my favorite part of
That they make
as
that
a
stuff.
business. Yeah, because then you can go in
It's
there.
a little bit
and be
more
like,
personable.
Well,
I feel
that
like.
and you don't have to buy a whole container of a
Dubai?
pre-workout. Dubai. You don't have to buy the
you
whole.
you don't have to buy the whole, not the whole 9 yards.
You know, just 2. But yeah, for like a couple bucks, you can get a pre-workout shake or a protein shake and try something that you don't like. You don't have to buy the whole container. You can try it out, see how it makes you feel, like especially on pre-workouts, because they're like 30, 40, 50 bucks depending on what you buy, and you can, waste a whole 30, 40, 50 bucks if you don't like the flavor, you don't like how it makes you feel, or something like that. So you can just try that stuff out, which is cool. Speaking of trying stuff out, our other sponsor let us try out some equipment recently.
Shaw Audio.
Shout out to them for that.
Shout out to Shaw Audio.
No, we don't have the equipment.
We don't have
anymore.
we don't have them.
So they gave us a DI, and so Shaw Audio makes. It was described to me as boutique guitar equipment.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Amps, really amps and effects. Really, I don't know if effects, but they refurbished, as a favor, they refurbished my compressor and EQ. I have a couple of vintage pieces of gear that I use from time to time.
Yeah.
They refurbished those for me, and then
They do a lot of good work on amps.
It's like redoing your circuitry or building you a new box or put a new speaker in your amp, or they do all kinds of cool shit.
They also manufacture their very own amps as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so they do some in-house manufacturing.
DIs. They have a tube DI that they let us borrow, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, used it on a few sessions.
Yeah. Use it on Dan's records. I don't know who. I think the rest of it was just messing around.
Yeah.
So that was cool, though.
Maybe
did us a
Austin
solid on
flubbed around with it.
Yeah, I think he did. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Got to learn it a little bit through that. And then Amp Entertainment. Dusty, give him a...
Okay, so Amp
Give him a
Entertainment
little lowdown.
is... it's a student-ran organization over at Middle Tennessee State University. And it's... it's within the confines of the RIM program over there, and they just put on they have certain different events. It's where you hear us talking about amp rights. Yeah,
it's free. That's the cool part. One of many cool parts, but it's how Dusty and I got a lot of experience in a lot of different areas.
Definitely, I got a lot of graphic design experience with that, and also
just kind of forced you to do that stuff because you took that role, and then you were like. They'd be like, hey, can you make a flyer like this? There's so many times, dude, that it was like...
If I don't know it, I'll learn it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you also kind of did a thing to where, in my opinion, where you made graphics so good at first that you set a high standard for yourself. So then you kind of had to do that every time, which was good.
Sometimes, and
sometimes
I will say,
you kick yourself in the ass.
I will say sometimes, I kick myself in the ass, but there's a lot of fun that came out of that.
Hell yeah.
And they're still kicking on strong today, which is so awesome.
Yeah, they do a lot of good stuff.
And
then we met a ton of. I met all the artists that I work with now. Every one of them. Through AMP,
yeah.
Damn.
There's a lot of good artists.
That's crazy. Yeah. Pretty much like Red through AMP, Austin through AMP, Chloe through AMP.
I met Chloe, Austin,
Daniel.
Actually, I met Daniel through just a random recording session.
Oh, yeah, you did. You went to sing background vocals for Natalie Madigan.
Yeah.
Do you know if that was ever used?
I have no clue. But
That's
that's
cool.
where I met Dan, and I'm glad I did it. Just because
Experience.
Yeah, now I know Dan, and
and then you saw him
ago.
Every week for 2 months, right?
Oh, I saw him so much after that, and that's always how it works out. Like when you meet somebody, you just randomly start seeing them everywhere.
Yeah, it's like talking about a certain kind of car and then seeing it all, or getting one and then seeing it all the time.
Yeah, or kind of like when you're just talking about things that you want and you go down your Facebook timeline and you have like all these.
No, not really kind of like that. Because somebody's actually listening to you. Oh, man, that's funny. But yeah, and then, so AMP, Shaw
Audio, and Strong Body.
Strong Body.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, speaking of that, I've been getting my strong body on. Boy, did I tell you I gained like 10 pounds?
Really?
I know it ain't all muscle. I'm not trying to say that. But it's because I've been going to the gym and eating like a horse. So that's good. I got that new Instant Pot. Boy,
Instant Pot.
I made all that food earlier and I wasn't hungry.
Future sponsor should be Instant Pot. Because they're the plug, really.
You got excited that I had one.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't even making food in it. You use LBs. Like, you guys make food all the time in it, but you were just excited that I had one.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, what are you making? And now I've made the same thing 5 times.
It's always a surprise what comes out when that seal unlocks. You're like,
and it's got lit. And it smokes. It's all epic. It steams.
Yeah.
It's funny.
But yours seems to have a common theme.
Yeah, it's usually the same. It's usually the same thing that comes out of it. But that home style chicken, dude, it's fire.
It makes everything easy. It makes cooking everything
Aubrey said
easy.
she found a pancake recipe for that
in an Instant Pot. There probably is.
I don't think she listens to this much, so she won't hear me when I say I didn't read any of those recipes that she sent me, and I was supposed to.
She never goes 10 minutes in.
And
if you go 10 minutes in, text both of us and let us know that you heard.
Yeah, shout us out.
Or text, you got
it. But how would pancakes work? Does that even make sense?
So there's it comes with that attachment. It's not really an attachment. It's like an insert.
One of those insert things.
Yeah, and it's got little legs, and you put water in the bottom. And
I made sweet potato like that. Okay, I lied. The only other thing I made was a couple sweet potatoes.
Okay.
And I used that.
Do you ride on those too?
Do you what?
Did it do you ride on those too?
No, I only made them once.
But what I'm saying, was it good?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, did you ride?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I rode on that. Got on that horse and rode it, you know what I'm saying? I used some stevia instead of sugar, and it was actually good. Yeah. You just can't put too much. It's like so concentrated.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I've been using that and, cooking more at home, trying to. It's good for you.
And if you guys don't know what an Instant Pot is, it's just a pressure cooker, but it's like a
a
glorified.
It's a new one with all kinds of features and shit.
Got the bells and the whistles.
Yeah, that's right. It does have bells.
And it does have a whistle.
Yeah, when you let the
steam.
It got bells and whistles. It does have the little diddling.
Yeah,
You think
it's just
cool.
so high tech? Not really high tech, but it sounds like
seems
it
that way. Yeah.
What I'm saying.
If they had that back in the 20s and 30s and 40s in the backwoods when people were still canning all kinds of stuff, they would get so much done.
Yeah, they would.
They would lose their mind.
I was talking to somebody the other day. I think it was Austin Jones, and he said it was like his mom or his grandma or somebody gets like scared about those because they used to blow up.
Yeah.
Pressure cookers.
Yeah. Well, people make bombs out of them. Actually, I don't know if that's a fact.
No, I think that's true.
I played some video game where there was like you could make a bomb out of
pressure
cookers. Yeah.
Well, I mean it's probably been done, but
if we thought about it,
it's
yeah,
it's pretty dope. I messed with that.
Yeah.
So, how's the new job?
New job, yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about what you're doing. Keep us updated.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm only 2 weeks in.
And for those of you that don't know, Dusty's a studio manager at Ruckus Room.
Studio manager at Ruckus Room, so you can find me there any day during the week, usually from about 9 to 5. But no, I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's a laid back atmosphere, and great music. The first week I was there, I met Marty Stewart and Connie Smith, who is his wife, also Hall of Famer.
Nice.
But
first week.
Yeah, first week, kind of crazy because they're both legends in their own right. But I think Connie's gonna cut her next album there.
Oh really? Oh, I think you did say that.
Yeah.
I think you said yeah. So that's pretty cool.
That would be nice. Be nice. But I've just been kind of getting settled in. It's new and everything. Met a lot of people already. Been working on the storage closet.
Getting that.
That's it.
That was more towards the end of your week, though, right?
Yeah, that was like I only did that this past Friday. After 9 days, the 10th day, I just spent time putting in hours on that closet. But it looks a lot better.
Well, they're gonna come in on Monday because you said people weren't there.
Nobody was at the studio this Friday.
One's sick, and then one's
on
else.
a weekend tour with CJ Solar.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. So you just when they come in on Monday, they're gonna be like, "Damn, what the hell?"
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Hopefully, I'm sure they'll know.
And then you also keep all the
I do
basically like all the bills paid up, the emails.
Yeah,
basic manager stuff, but for a studio.
Right.
And then also, like, I was going to ask you about this too. Do you have any, like, are you supposed to keep them on task? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not micromanage, but
not micromanage,
like,
but
hey,
manage.
tomorrow you have this to do, so make sure that this is done by today.
Yeah.
Type stuff.
For example, hey, we have a client coming in next Wednesday at 10 a.m. They're wanting to do a mix recall, so we need to have these 5 songs mixed by next Wednesday, and then like I have to schedule like mixing days.
Question:
so,
when you have a mixing recall, do they come in and listen to the mixes, or do they have to bring everything back up on the faders? You know what I'm saying? Do they have to reset the console for anything ever?
Depending on the session.
Do they have to remix very often?
Not necessarily.
Because that's the one thing that deters me from using analog ever. They're probably, obviously they're really good at what they do, but like if you use analog, you have to
recall all of your
the console that they have, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a memory bank.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they don't. I could be wrong, but at least the one at the school didn't.
Probably.
And you have to write down everything.
Yeah, I think he. Yeah, but I was
talking
to Jamie.
Does he write a lot when he mixes? Does he write a lot in a notebook?
They have like these sheets that they have.
Okay.
That they'll but yeah.
That's
But
that's
see,
tough.
I asked him about that because I was like, because that's very time consuming when you have.
Yeah, it is. Even if you have all the settings.
So many, yeah. But like I asked him, like if he preferred like or like the analog or digital plugins,
Mm-hmm.
And he's just an analog nut. But
this is the guy that bought the
Jamie.
old tape machines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the old.
and like does the microphone tests and stuff like that, like buying cheap microphones and seeing if you can mix just as good on, and that's like his own projects too, right? Like,
yeah, but we haven't started
that
yet. Yeah, that's him.
But still, I mean, obviously that's probably not the first time he's tried something like that, though. You know what I mean?
He's
like
very
using equipment that's not as good, or using like a vocal mic on drums or something. You know what I mean? Like something you would like.
I mean,
he just seems like that kind of guy.
He's been doing this for decades, you know, and I'm sure that there's no telling all the stuff he's tested out. But he did the thing he likes about digital plugins is that you don't you don't have to recall it, you know. You just get
awesome.
all that data is stored.
Yeah.
But
when you're an analog guy, when you're how we call them gearheads, it's just, man, like you can't get away from it.
But like I said, it just depends on the project what he leans more towards.
Oh, really? So sometimes he'll go more digital?
Yeah.
Or I imagine it's a hybrid setup. Like he does a little bit of both.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Because there's certain plugins that can just get stuff done
for
you. Like,
yeah, and he was telling me some plugins that he used. I don't remember the names of them, but he uses some of the.
He uses Slate, I imagine, right?
They do have. I mean, they
have it, but does he use it to make?
I'm sure he uses some of it, but he also uses some of the Pro Tools plugins. Like,
oh yeah. That doesn't surprise me. After our buddy G, I don't know if I ever told you, but
rocks heavy on
he
those.
does not use anything but stock plugins, dude.
Yeah,
and half of it might be because plugins are expensive. But I know G is just like
plugins are expensive, digital or analog. Those aren't really plugins.
No, they're not. No, it's gear.
It's just gear.
Yeah,
I don't get a better term.
So
they do plug in.
Plugins, or you have to say what it is: compressor, EQ.
Yeah,
because it's just a piece of gear. That's what we call it.
You heard of the Focusrite Red?
Hmm?
He recently.
Is that? I've heard of it. Is it compressor?
I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is.
I thought it was too. Because the only other thing that I can think of that I've seen of theirs that's red is an interface, and he would not use a Focusrite interface. He just don't. That's what I use.
Yeah, he was hating on a Focusrite interface.
Oh yeah, dude. Focusrite is always a lot of times hated on because it's just a pretty basic.
It's the Nickelback of gear.
Yes, that's why I use it though, because it doesn't color my stuff
Did you
at
know?
all. But I thought about upgrading the interface to I don't know exactly. I really want a the one that comes with UAD plugins. I can't figure out. I can't remember what it's called right now.
Don't know. But I have a task for you. So, leaning on that Nickelback thing, did you know that the producer of Nickelback also produces Florida Georgia Line?
Why am I not surprised?
Because
bro, why does everybody hate on Nickelback?
Nobody hate. No, don't. It's God. No. I mean, they are the Nickelback of country music, which is, I mean, that's insane. But like, if you listen to their vocals, and this is what I want you to do. I was trying to find like a mashup of a Nickelback and Florida Georgia Line song, like.
But listen to their songs back to back.
Yeah, but I want you to make like a mashup. Yeah, because I can't find one on the internet, and that's hilarious.
I would do that. I would do that for you. That would be fun. We could sit and do that.
That's And if
I've
you listen to
never
the vocal,
made a mashup. Mashups are crazy, dude.
Here, let me just. I'll try to get this in the mic. I'm gonna play 10 seconds of a Nickelback song, and then I'm gonna play 10 seconds of a Florida Georgia Line song, and just listen to that lead vocal.
In the meantime, while you're looking that up, did you ever see my story about Nickelback songs and like how a lot of people hate on Nickelback for, basic 4 chords and shit like that? And you know who else did that? The Beatles.
I mean, that's it.
I mean, a lot of people do, but I'm just saying, like, Dan made that comparison, and I was like, you know what? That's a very good point. Like, Beatles music now, I will say, like, Yellow Submarine and everything after was, like, super experimental and stuff like that. But it's just a good point.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, this is everyone's fan favorite by Nickelback right here.
Right.
Listen to that vocal.
Okay. All right, now let's hear the comparison.
Florida.
Don't play too much of that song so we don't get pulled off the internet.
Yeah.
I still am not positive on that stuff. I think you have to talk over it. But we could be sitting here.
Which one should I play?
Shit.
Which one should I? Dang! They just released a new album.
Play the one like the ones they're famous for. Holy shit! Damn, dude, that's funny.
I feel like those would be two good songs to mash up.
Oh, I haven't heard a mashup in a while.
I tried to find one, but they just
I'm surprised you don't know how to make one yet. You're pretty proficient in the studio.
I could probably make a mashup, but I don't necessarily know if
you could. You could definitely do it.
I don't know what I'm on. I didn't talk over that, by the way, but you did.
No, it's cool.
So thanks.
It's all right.
But yeah, so if anybody who's listening wants to make that mashup, just send it our way and we'll play it on here for you.
Throw some mashup. Do we know anybody that makes mashups? I don't know anybody that does.
No.
Not off the top of my head. Okay, they're universal audio interfaces, by the way, what I was talking about. And the original one I wanted to get was the Apollo Twin, but it only has, I'm pretty sure, 2 preamps. So
2 pre's, yo.
If I wanted to get something with good preamps with more than 2 inputs, I did that right into the microphone on purpose.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But there's also one called a satellite or the Apollo. Like, oh man,
seems like
they're a couple few grand if I want a new interface. Like if I'm gonna upgrade from that, do
they have a shuttle or
like one in between?
Spacewalk.
You're an idiot.
Thruster.
You would buy parts of the satellite. They're smaller, but that they're also rack mountable. So I'm not gonna buy any more gear that's not rack mountable.
Yeah.
Plus, shout out to Dad. I think he's gonna build. I got to get the plans together, but he's gonna build me a new desk.
If you can't stack it on the racks, it's whack.
Fact. Oh, came in clean.
Plain and simple.
What I'm saying.
Yeah. Heard it here first on.
Little wrist, big foot.
So yeah, you also started a new job. This is the first time we've been actually recorded a podcast since we both started our new gigs.
And so basically my job is, well, I haven't been doing a ton of it, been doing a little bit of it, but I won't do like everything that it encompasses for probably another week or so.
Yeah.
Hopefully this week I'll do it just so I can get in there and start getting my hands dirty.
Get them hands dirty.
When you go into the gas station and you see how all the beer is in the cooler, that is my job.
Do you live in a beer cave?
Sometimes, yeah. I was this week. I was the one in the cooler.
Did you take your jacket?
Oh yeah, dude. Real quick. One day I took my jacket off and I was on the outside of the cooler and then the guy switched me. And I went in there for like 5 minutes. I was like, yo, will you pass me my jacket through the cooler? But yeah, dude. So when you go into the store and you see how all the beer's set up, someone writes those plans. And we have 2 guys that work at the office of Ajax Turner that make the plans for a lot of these doors. And they do it on a computer. And they have like the measurements for everything. A pewter, dude. And they have the measurements for the doors for all of the stores and stuff that we take care of. And then we go in there and they rewrite those plans. And my job is to go either add a shelf or take one down or move stuff around, however they write it. And sometimes you got to move 1 shelf. Sometimes you got to move 5.
Sometimes maybe 15.
Or it's you're setting up a new store, or, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
So usually about 2 stores a day, and I start about 6 in the morning. And then the other guys that are already trained that have been going out and doing this stuff, they seem like they get there at 6 and then by 6:30 they leave, and I've been basically kicking around the plant till 7:30.
Yeah.
And talking to the boss and drinking coffee, really, and bullshitting until somebody that it works in the office half the day, like a manager or something, I go out with them in the field.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing this past week. And then Friday, I didn't really do a lot. I went and helped one person for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And we have stuff like Bang and Calypso tea, that Calypso like fruit drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then something called Real Water, and then Bud Light, Bud, a few like Yingling. We don't have Corona. Heineken.
I was at the I can't find it.
Little wrist, big book. Pumper. Word. But
Okay.
all they're doing is, but I take word. Working at the local.
There we go.
store.
I was at the local
Working at the local
grocery store, and
local grocery store.
yeah. It's the ice. I saw the ice. What is the
Bud Ice.
No.
Oh.
You know that other stuff you said y'all distributed. It's
Ice. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind.
Is it a fruit drink or something?
Yeah.
It's a fruit. Oh yeah,
Is
ice.
it like natural ice or crystal
no,
ice?
it's just called ice, and I'm pretty sure
like a
that's
little word.
ours. It's like a sparkling ice.
Sparkling ice. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like sparkling water.
Yeah.
It's flavored. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's ours.
Yeah.
But
I saw that today.
We have one like that. Yeah. If that's not the brand, we have one like that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, and they distribute from our plant, and then they also, what I thought was really cool, I don't know if I told you about this, but they have, when you go out to, say you go to a gas station, you know, a lot of the gas stations around here have like a wrap around the cooler or the beer cave.
Okay.
It's like all the brand names, but it's one piece of paper and it's around all the beer doors.
Yeah.
Dude, you can prank call somebody with our soundboard, I swear.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So then, in a lot of them, I don't know if you've seen this or if you've paid attention, but it'll say "Welcome to" whatever the store name is on the back wall, usually like printed. And I'd only notice this because in most of the stores we go to, gas stations, they have that. And what happens is they're like, "Hey, if you let us get more space in your cooler with our products, we'll print you out a wrap," or however they sell this to the store. But they do it for them for free, and they measure the cooler doors.
Full frizzle.
As far as I know, they do it for free. But it's like the neons and stuff that are up in the neon signs, Miller Lite and stuff like that.
I saw a really cool Red Bull one
You
the
have
other day.
to talk the store owner in somehow to
purchasing that,
either purchasing it or just having it in their store. I think they just have it in there because it's good for us. Because it's advertising.
Let me tell you about this Red Bull one that I saw, and you may have seen it, but it was a neon, I believe, but like it had actual cans of Red Bull in it. There's like there's like a sliding door on the back of it, like from inside the store, but it was like up against the glass, so it was like so you could see it from outside.
That's legit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I haven't seen it.
I've
seen those Red Bull coolers though that have a TV on a screen on the front of them. Have you seen those?
I think I have. Yeah, those are crazy.
And it's like a glass screen. Yeah, it's nuts.
Just wait until give it 10 years. What's a grocery store gonna look like?
Give it 5. They're already doing that. Amazon, like
crazy.
If they get that instant delivery thing or whatever,
bro, it's crazy.
Bro, it's that shit wild, bro.
Dude, I don't understand. It's crazy.
It's crazy. You sound like, I mean, you gonna get some diamond teeth. But yeah. So
risque.
It's not the one I meant to press.
But it makes you laugh every time.
Yeah.
Striker. I wonder if he knows that that's on here. I wonder if he's listened to any after.
He probably only listened to his episodes halfway through.
He's gonna hear this episode and be like, "You're an asshole." Oh, but what was I saying? God bless it.
Oh, bless.
Oh, so they have those cooler wraps, right?
Yes.
And then what they'll do is they'll make it look like the graphics in the background of the graphic is like a brick wall or something. And then they lay the logos over it.
Logos.
over it. So they'll put our beer logos, our brand logos on that thing. If our company's making it, but we have someone in-house, we have a few people in-house that work on Photoshop and different shit like that, and print out graphics, print that wall of graphics or whatever, and put it all together at the store based on the measurements that someone went out and took. And they just hired a new girl that's probably our age, and she's doing Photoshop, and one of the salesmen told me, because of the plans that the graphics that she's made for some of these stores, I can walk into the store and just show them the graphics and they'll automatically want it because it's so good what she's been doing.
That's so cool.
And I thought, I was like talking about you when we were in there. I was like, dude, my roommate does this stuff. This is so sick that someone was like able to take that and apply it to like a real, like that's like yeah, but like that would be a place that like where you would get a job that you wouldn't think you're doing anything like that. Yeah. And he said what happened, because I just asked, I was curious. I was like, yo, like, did she apply for that job, or like, did you guys create that job or something, or did someone leave or whatever? And he said, I think someone that worked there left, being there forever, and she just happened to apply at the right time. Mm-hmm. And she had that on her resume, and they hired her. And like all her raps and stuff are badass.
That's cool.
So, and they put like welcome to, Miller's Market or whatever
I applied to a couple jobs, like graphic design jobs that were like making stuff for, what is the name of the company?
Don't shout out to them because they didn't even give you a JOB, bro.
I ain't going to shout them out. But you know what? I'm glad they didn't give me a JOB, because now I have a
sick JOB, dude.
Yeah, I like this JOB.
Your JOB needs some Theraflu, dude. That's freaking sick, dude.
Does Steve?
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
That's like you popping your collar.
No.
Pop that collar, then go. Okay.
No, that's pop your collar and go.
Yeah. Double on.
Woo! These are getting good.
Damn, can I get that Dropbox link?
Once you finish that Nickelback and Florida Georgia Line mashup.
Damn, can I get that Dropbox link?
Holla, boy.
Holla, because we're
Shoot
trying
that
to blast
the email,
it.
son.
Trying to blast it.
I Collective
Could very well go, number one.
Bruh. Easy.
I don't know why they haven't done a collaboration yet, if you want me to be honest.
Nickel Sack's out of the game, bruh.
All they got to do is hop back on that train.
All they've been doing is screaming.
Where's that one?
It's on the blue. It's the second row, I think.
Shut up. Yeah.
Oh, that one I didn't. Hold on. Let me fix that.
I might have done.
Now you can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you hit it twice real quick.
Word.
Little wrist. All they're doing is screaming.
That was the only one you skipped.
Yeah.
All they're doing is screaming. But so yeah, we both got new jobs. Sick.
Love it. Yeah.
We got Monday through Friday now. So holla.
In through the F.
If you're trying to come on the podcast, hit us up, bruh.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a couple guests soon. Trey Binkley's coming soon.
Yes.
This week couldn't work out. Daniel Nunnally's
coming soon. He wants to talk to you guys about a couple things.
And we don't just have on artists either. Like hell, I think Dad's gonna.
We have a
one with
lot.
us sometime.
We have a lot recently, just because. I mean,
well, that's the main people we've had on for the most part.
We just enjoy giving people, the opportunity or the spot to be able to say something.
Yeah, and share their story. And usually, most of the people we know down here, like, I'm pretty much, unless it's from now, it doesn't matter. Like, from your 9 to 5, you're gonna meet anybody that's involved in music. But the only people that we know that's not involved in music down here is either family or if it was from a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that we know you probably if you don't make music down here. So most of the people we know have something to do with music.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why, that's why we started the podcast in the first place, is to talk about artist shit. And then we were like, well, we got something to say too. So
yeah.
Speaking of something to say, dude, I really got to go to the bathroom.
Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
I really gotta pee.
Say what you need to say.
Do you want me to leave you hanging, or you want to take a quick, slight break real quick, and then we could pop right back on here and say a couple more things?
You know, I can. You can leave me hanging. We'll find out what I
leave you hanging. What I was gonna do is just pull up some of the news stories that we were reading earlier, and I had a couple notes about shows that are coming up. Dan has one. Kirkwood has one.
That was a lot better than I was gonna do, but I will take. Do you got those
some
notes? Do you have those?
Well, yeah, this is all they say, but
okay, cool, yeah. While
you can look at that. I don't think you. I don't know if yeah. Don't read my notes, bruh. I know this. Listen, I mean, you can. It doesn't matter. But we did that.
Yeah,
we did that. So, you can talk about the Kirkwood show if you want or something, or you can just ramble. I don't give a shit. I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So.
But I'll tell you what. I want a fur coat.
I guess he's gonna get that from the bathroom. So, guys, listen. Have you ever just, looked out your car window and in traffic that's just, it's gonna be backed up for hours, and just thought about like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if, flying cars would just come along and save everybody a breath or two? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see how long it takes him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Little wrist, big fist.
Oh, I hear a door. I hear footsteps. Oh.
What did you say that was bad?
Nothing really bad. I was just kind of being dumb, to be honest with you.
Well, we'll see what's up.
Yeah, I guess you'll find out what it was when you give it a listen back.
When you give it a listen back. So obviously my notes weren't any help. But I do want to look up. I didn't write down when the...
March 1st is a show at the Kirkwood.
Dude, they changed the lineup.
Okay, never mind. I'm going to stop on that plug.
That's what I was saying. I don't know. At least from what Garrett... So Garrett called me before he put the show on. I'm pretty sure this was it. And said that it was going to be these people. And then I looked at this, and it's different from what he told me. So I don't know what happened. But Drake Freeman, Sad Baxter, Fulton Lee, Blue Willow.
Blue Willow.
Drake Freeman was on here last time, and Blue Willow has a bunch of our friends in it. And
Daniel Nunnally is playing February 28th, this Thursday near you.
It says hosted.
It's at Riding Hour Studios.
Oh, you're on that. Yeah, where isn't that the new one?
Riding Hour Rehearsal Studios. Yes.
Is it new? Is it nice? Have you seen it?
It is nice. I've seen it, and I know.
Has Amp had their show there yet?
Maybe. I think maybe. Or maybe not. I do know. Apparently, I don't know much, but I know a guy that works over there. His name's Michael Elliott. Had him in like a computers class, something. I don't know.
Okay.
But he works over there.
Dope. And that's Dan. Is that just Daniel? Who else is
Daniel, there? Let me click the event tab. Daniel, the Broomsticks, and a conundrum. Okay, yeah. Daniel Nunnally, the Broomsticks, and a conundrum. Yeah. Yeah, so you can find the...
Where you at? On Facebook?
On the, Facebook. All I have to do
as long as it doesn't get shut down by Apple again.
Yeah. What I'm saying. That show is going to be $5 at the door.
Oh, yeah, and the other... So... The Kirkwood show at is on March 1st, $8 or 8 p.m. I'm an idiot. $6 to get in, and it says hosted by Winovo Event Co. I like that name.
The time and the price mixed up.
Winovo. I was looking at the price and trying to say the time, so shut up. And shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, but anyway, hosted by Winovo Event Co. I like that name.
That's
Okay. I thought you were gonna have a better reaction.
I do like the name.
Yeah.
I was just trying to. I was trying to visualize how that's spelled, and I have no idea.
It's very pleasing to the eye, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Winovono.
Winovo.
Well, let me look at that again. There's more N's.
Wonovono.
Winovono. Let me look again.
Winovono.
Yeah.
Winovono. You trying to look over that mic stand? Looks like you're trying to look through somebody's fence.
Winovono.
Winovono.
Hey, dude, I wonder if he got arrested. Huh? Oh, Winovono.
What I'm saying?
You're an idiot.
we need not clown on these people. If they'll listen, we'll never know.
We'll never know. Actually, we will, because we got them upgraded stats. Dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now we will know.
Little respect, but
What were you looking for?
I was looking for this one.
Strong body.
It just still doesn't fit.
Damn, that reverb's forever. Okay, let me finish this description.
Sorry.
It's like a damn sponsor or something.
Should be.
What's his name?
Winovono.
Garrett. I was about to say Jared for some reason. Garrett. You owe me for this one, buddy. I'm just kidding. But we have performed. Okay, at Kirkwood Live. They're calling it Kirkwood Live now, not Kirkwood House, by the way, if you didn't know. And we have performances by Drake Freeman, Sad Baxter, Fulton Lee, and Blue Will, along with do you say Tarot Card? Is that how you say it?
Tarot?
Tarot? Is that how you say it? Are you sure?
I mean, like 86% sure, bro.
Tarot Card readings?
Yes.
By Klein Willier, and photography by Danny Dibna.
Let me look at that name.
Which one?
I'm having fun. The Dibna is there.
That's the very last word. You know I can't read anyway, so I probably got it wrong. Is that Dibna? Dibnah?
Dibna? Yeah.
Dibna?
It gotta be.
Dibna.
Yeah.
Dude.
Maybe get easier names.
And can you get a different name? And 28 going, 56 interested, 9 shares on that thing. So it's on Facebook.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you guys are.
And they have links to all the artists, which is a very good idea.
Yeah,
Garrett's getting good at putting these together, man.
You can also go back and, if you're going to catch that show, you can go catch up a little bit on Drake Freeman before you hear his music.
Squad.
Yeah.
Squad. So shout out to them. That's what's going on here now. And the only other thing that I had, I got a new piece of gear, dude.
Yeah, you did.
So I got the Mackie for all you gearheads out there. The next couple minutes is for you. But I got a...
Okay.
Bruh. Thanks. Shut up. So I got a Mackie Big Knob Studio. They have a Big Knob series, Big Knob Passive, Big Knob Studio Plus. And the studio that I got, it's basically a monitor switcher and a big ass volume knob,
which is important when when I came in, it didn't sound like myself, but I was going to say it's important, because you can just switch over to like a reference, like you can have your
yep,
so fluid.
Yep. And I need to actually get a new reference speaker or
get those KRKs.
Yeah, that's going to cost me like $400 though. So
you might as well buy
another pair of monitors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, at that rate.
I will tell you,
if I saved a couple more $100, I could get a decent pair of reference monitors.
You could get a.
I gave $400 for the ones that I have, and I got a deal.
Yeah.
So those are usually like that usually cost me like I'm pretty sure it was like $600.
I would get a lower quality to reference, a lower quality speaker for your reference.
Well, I might not get a reference monitor rather than get a better reference speaker so I can play mixes out of the Beats Pill or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or something like the Beats Pill, like a consumer one. But I might get eventually, like I'll probably do the reference one first, right? Like get a nice JBL or something, like something that a lot of people use, and use that to check my mixes on. But I might also get eventually another pair of monitors, like an unpowered pair that's small without a subwoofer. So there's a pair of Avatones that I was looking at.
Jamie's references are like they're old Yamahas, like they're not the greatest quality.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. That's what I was thinking about getting. Something that doesn't have so much like like the newer speakers have better low end and like just a tighter speaker in general. So
it'd be really cool if you could like Bluetooth the reference straight to your iPhone. You know, that way you wouldn't have to do all the file conversions and stuff.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Because home entertainment. I'm not gonna say it's a thing of the past, but people aren't putting big money into because everybody used to be. Yeah,
people used to get surround sound systems.
You have a nice stereo, then you're with it.
Yeah,
but now
people have them big ass speakers in their house.
Yeah,
the ones that stood up, they were like
6 disc CD player, 2 cassette,
and it was a big ass deal, like in the corner of your room. Like you had to have like a room for it.
Yeah, and now it's just not that anymore. So it'd be nice if you could reference.
Because everyone's listening to it on headphones and their phones,
and at the very least, Apple should start thinking of ways to like make their products so much more cohesive. Like you could use this as just an external speaker with like the like
AirPlay or
air
something.
Sound. It could be air, it could still be AirPlay or whatever. But like I feel like that's something that's needed, and I'm
playing it straight out.
Because then you could link your Apple Home. Mm-hmm. And your
any Bluetooth speaker,
or your laptop or device, iPad,
because that's what people listen to it out of. But you're not mixing on an iPhone, or a laptop usually. The good point. I like that. That'd be cool.
Should talk to Apple.
Shoot them an email.
Right now they might have their hands full because they're working on a streaming service that should be. They have a lot of competition. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. It's going to be. I'm curious to see, and Disney's making their own streaming service too. We're gonna have it's too much streaming, too much streaming services. Okay. I'll be honest.
Was it only going to be Disney movies?
Yeah, and the originals. Disney.
Well, they're gonna make money on that.
They're gonna. But
and I don't think it's annoying, to be honest. Like I actually did when you just said, like when I was thinking just streaming service. But if everybody kind of has how ESPN has a subscription service, HBO has one, like all the channels, essentially have one.
That's what this is.
That's what it's coming to, which is, I think that's cool, because you pay for what you want to watch.
Yeah, but
that's not a bad deal. But I like that Netflix is so damn diverse.
Yeah,
that you're not going to be able to win, a Disney can, but like as far as being a new streaming service, like I don't know the differences between Hulu, Amazon, and Netflix though. I don't know the main difference. I know Hulu has more. The new stuff comes out quicker.
Yeah, like Hulu's like more on the TV side of streaming. It's like, hey, this is
closest to cable you can get.
Yeah, I would say. I could be wrong, but I would say.
I think it's like an hour after a show comes out.
They have advertisements.
Yeah. So
it's when that midnight
close
rolls
to
around,
cable.
I think. Yeah, but you pay less for it, and you can pair it with a Spotify.
Is that only for students?
I don't know.
Because there is a discount when you pair it with Spotify, but I don't know if that's only for students or not.
I know.
But they own them or something? One owns the other? Is that what it is? Or they just
I don't think so.
Team up?
Just team. I think it's just a collaborative effort, which is smart. I swear to God, Apple, they're obviously not going to now, but I think Apple's good choice would have been to just align themselves with Netflix, the original.
But who knows? Netflix has such a big dick, they probably don't want to do it.
That could be what it was, and it could also be that they just didn't negotiate what they wanted, and Apple's gonna, maybe they think that they've got, better things than all these other streaming services. Otherwise, would they not try to come? They're always, I don't want to say always, but typically Apple is later to the scene, and with their streaming service as far as music.
They
Apple
did it
Music,
with music too.
Yeah, music.
Yeah.
And
that's what you're saying.
Yeah, and I don't know how as far as technologically, as far as I don't know, the PCs back in the day, but typically in this time frame, they kind of the late entrance to the whatever market. And it could be seen as a bad thing, but I feel like it plays for them because they're researching.
I feel like what they do is that they just work out the bugs before a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And also, since Apple's bread and butter is probably the iPhone.
Bread and butter used to be.
I wonder what it is now. But that's I don't know. I guess my point is their biggest thing is devices.
Yeah.
So as a company, they don't have to focus on. But there's also different parts of the company too, so maybe I'm completely wrong with that.
A number that I would love to see is how much Apple makes from Apple Music. I want to see their Apple Music subscriptions revenue compared to their iPhone revenue in a year.
I bet they make way more off iPhones, dude. iPhones are $1,000.
Yeah.
Apple Music's $5 a month.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
10.
Not everybody's buying a new phone every month.
A lot of people do. Bro, people get new phones all the time. That's why they have a Sprint store, because people are going in there every day and buying a new iPhone or an Android almost every day, and that's the only phones that are on the market pretty much. I mean, a new Galaxy or a new iPhone, those are the competitors. So every time I go in to get a new phone, somebody else is going to get a new phone. Every time. And I'm only in there for a couple hours. Every time I've ever got a new phone.
But not everybody's always getting an iPhone.
No, but I'd say
I'm just curious.
I'd say every store on average, and I'm probably low with this, 5 a week. Every Sprint store, every Verizon store, every T-Mobile store. I can almost.
But they're also double dipping on that. So now they are, since they've paired with, Verizon on their whole, if you buy, I guess, I don't know where that money's coming from. But if you buy, if you get a phone from Verizon, or if you have Verizon, you can get, Verizon will pay for their Apple Music up till, I forget how long that duration is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say 6 months. I could be wrong. But
yeah, I just think that cool. Overall, I'd like to see what they make in computers versus selling iPhones versus Apple Music versus all their main income sources.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I'm about to see how many.
You can find it.
I'm just gonna see how many users are on Apple Music.
Dude, I got one of these balls for the bottom of my feet. You can just roll your feet on it. Oh my gosh, feels so good right now.
Okay, so it has 56 million users.
Apple Music?
Yeah. So 50.
Oh, wow.
So that's why, yeah.
I have, but look at Spotify's. I wonder how.
All those aren't paid, though.
That's true. So 56. Is it 5 or is it 10? I know it's 10 for a family plan.
Yeah. Well, 15. It's 15 for a family plan.
And it's 10 a piece.
So yeah,
usually.
So we have students memberships at $49.99 and an individual plan at $9.99.
So do 25 million.
Why?
Just cut it down.
Well, what I'm saying is your individual plan is going to be the average of the family plan and the membership plan. So we'll just do it at the average cost at $9.99 for 58.
It would just add 10 out of 0.
Yeah, so
$580
million a month.
Oh shit!
On just subscriptions.
They got a lot more users than I thought.
That's crazy.
I bet you're always pulling for Apple, so I always play devil's advocate. I love it too. It's the only reason I live here. Well, one of them. I mean, one of the biggest reasons I live here is because of Apple and GarageBand.
I think Apple Music's gonna open up a flagship here in that.
You know, they tried to do TV shows on Apple Music. You know that?
Are they still there? Can you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because
I think so.
The only reason I knew is because Gary Vee was on that one. It was about entrepreneurs. It was like a Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And they had celebrities on, Jessica Alba, Gary Vee, and 2 other, Will.i.am, and another chick, I forget her name.
I think that's what they're doing now with this whole.
Because that shit didn't work, and a lot of people
it would have worked if it was marketed, but it wasn't.
They didn't do shit with it.
No. Maybe it was like their whole, let's just test what we can do right now.
But it sucks that didn't. I mean, because that would have been dope. Because now I'm gonna have to get a subscription for Apple stuff.
Maybe it'll be
lumped in
with, hey,
cool.
if you're already an Apple Music subscriber, listen, you can get your first year for free.
They'll probably do that.
First year for free.
Lumped in, period, because the first thing was, you can get TV shows on here too.
Yeah.
Like when those came out.
A family plan will probably go up to $20, I would say, and then you're going to get everything. Individual plan will probably go up to, you can do $14.99, get everything.
Family plan's dope. You can have like 6 people on it, I think.
Yeah, 5 or 6, I'm not sure, but I'm on a family plan.
I am too.
It's cool.
It's sick.
Eventually I'll have to get my own family plan, but
yeah. But we got anything else to chit chat about?
Oh, I'm just kind of rolling with the punches right now.
It's Sunday night.
Y'all
hear this tomorrow morning.
Yeah. PF Chang.
Not quite, but see.
Okay.
We will have. I don't know who we're gonna have on next week, but
you guys will find out in the near
future.
But thank you guys for listening to us.
Shout out to everybody that's still listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
Because we're just kind of rambling today. Just me and Dusty, just chilling. So we are gonna have a artist take you out. At this point, you'll be hearing the same artist's music at the beginning. Somebody I found on SoundCloud named Sleep Dealer. And we'll probably shout that out in the intro.
I need to talk to him.
But all right, guys, we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah.
Peace out, and thanks for listening to
Little wrist, big fist.
Ooh.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.